from the class of 2021 is SuzyJane Edwards. Give it up for Suzy.
My name is SuzyJane Edwards. I'm a proud trans lesbian feminist, an Air Force veteran, and a single mother. I'm also a returning student after career in nursing, which ended after a disabling stroke. I will graduate with my bachelor's degree in English with an emphasis in creative writing in May. I didn't apply to Smith or any other women's college. Why? Have you seen Rushmore? That's me about Mills. There is no other. I will begin my MFA here this summer because even now I love Mills and I will stay until the bitter end. The admonitions I was taught here is always speak truth to power. I hope the board has the courage of their convictions because I'm about to speak my truth to them and to you right now. When I graduated high school in 1989, which makes me 29, don't do the math, the very brightest girls I knew were going to Mills. I wish that I could too, despite the fact that, to quote Ann Lister, I love and only love the fairer sex, and any love but theirs my heart revolts from. I endured harassment from 4th grade until I graduated high school for being patently queer of a stripe which none of us could give name to. The thought of going with those bright young women whom I adored and idolized to a women's college was a desperately impossible dream. When I was finally able to realize that dream, it was the rare case of actualization, not merely meeting, but exceeding expectations. The professors here have been phenomenal, not merely academically. Right? Give it up for the professors. Woo! They cared about me as a person, as a woman without prefix, and I lift them up now. I've grown more as a writer, as a woman, as a feminist, and as a whole person, more here than at any other time in my previous 29 years. I never dreamed of it, but I healed here. Even so, I stand here deeply wounded once more by the very board meant to preserve and defend this sacred place of learning and healing. Et tu, Mills? I believe that a large part of my healing lifelong wounds at the hands of men was due to being generally free of the male gaze here. My time at Mills has been, without exception, the most amazing and rewarding experience of my life. I have excelled here in ways that I didn't think I was capable of. I'd always been a C student, getting A's only in English and theater, go figure. I am at this moment graduating with a 3.7. But who knows where I will end up due to all of this emotionally damaging news. But in spite of this new wound to the heart where I least expected it, it is the joy and sorority that I received from both students and professors alike that I will remember. It is that which makes me wholly committed to ensuring that the Mills College experience continues long after I've faded from memory. It is absolutely necessary that Mills remains available as a degree-granting college to all who wish to study outside the male gaze. That they may excel and heal and learn what is best in them, just as we have. This is why we're gathered here today in solidarity, to tell the board in a single voice, loud and clear, and unwavering, that closing Mills on any level is wholly unacceptable. The reputation of Mills College has always carried prestige and cachet, the Vassar of the West, and we refuse to see that stellar reputation laid low to the level of a college advertised on the back of a matchbook. I refuse to say that I graduated from Mills with the same apologetic indifference that Jimmy McGill has for the University of America Samoa. Go land crabs. Thank you for those who got it. Look it up.
I didn't get it. Y'all, could you?
Oh, I get it.
I'm wrapping up. As a disabled, unemployed student, I should not be able to afford my tuition. In truth, I'm $6K behind since COVID, but I'm terribly grateful for the wonderful opportunity I've been afforded as a student at Mills with multiple levels of disenfranchisement. I'm infinitely grateful for the financial support given me by this college. One of the points of pride that we hold dear is that Mills makes room for the impoverished and disenfranchised among us in the name of social justice. They say that Mills' current lack of fiscal solvency is due to lack of enrollment. And on this point, I agree with the board. I'm frankly shocked that Mills isn't full to capacity. How is it that more graduating high school seniors don't know how wonderful the Mills experience is? What has changed since 1989? The shameful fact begs the question, what has the board done to entice high school seniors here, particularly those from wealth, as they have the resources to shore up the financial burden of educating those who could not otherwise be able to attend? They've done absolutely nothing so far as I can tell. Rather than expounding upon what makes this campus prestigious and excellent and capitalizing upon its sterling reputation for educating women for almost 200 years, they instead let it tarnish and rust. And they intend to tarnish it even more until it rusts away altogether. This is wholly unacceptable. Yes, I understand that no longer giving degrees may ease a portion of the financial strain, but at what cost? We reject this plan on its face. We will fight it and we will win. Adding insult to injury, we have now all heard the disturbing news that they're allowing 200 Berkeley undergrad students, including men, on our campus. I am absolutely enraged over this. Mills should change our motto to Nihilo Sanctum Estne, is nothing sacred. I would like to thank you all for coming out here today, and I would like to close my remarks with the following adjectives. Strong, proud, all males. Say it with me. Strong, proud, all males. One more time. Strong, proud, all males.